Hello, Brick Sculptors, and welcome back to Brick Sculpt. This is Chris, and today I want to share with you a mini build. But wait a minute, I've already done this one. I did a video on this a long time ago when I first started doing mini builds, and why am I showing you this? Well, last night I decided to build a new building for my Lego city, and it looks like this. Now this is for the downtown section of my city, and it's quite tall and awkward looking, partially because the basement's exposed. You see, when I put this in the city, it looks like this. And you can see that the steps attach nicely. It works seamlessly with the sidewalk, and the first 4 layers or so aren't seen. But this is the building I made, and it's got a lot of great detail. Very happy with how it came out. I've got this angled section here where the stairs are going to go up, and then we have a basement section. It's got 3 different floors. Roof comes off. We have an upstairs that's just kind of wide open right now. Main floor. And then a basement. Now I need to figure out what to put in it. And my initial idea was for the main floor, the coffee shop. Now I'm going to have to rework this a little bit so it'll fit in here. Not totally sure how I'm going to do that yet, but I'm going to figure that out. My initial plan was to have a coffee shop on the main floor, and then the upstairs was going to be a studio apartment, so somebody could live up there above the coffee shop. Pretty typical you see in these older downtowns. And then the downstairs would be a separate business. So I've got 2 signs up here. This one here, I used a Pythagorean triple to stick it at the perfect angle there. And over here I have a sign hanging over this staircase down into this smaller basement. Now the next question is, what do I put in the basement? I'm probably going to replace that white wall. We'll see. Initially I was thinking a small business, but as you can tell it'd have to be quite small. So I'd like some input from you guys. What should I do in these spaces? I'm thinking a small business down here, and I want to hear in the comments what you think will look best down there. And the one I like the most, I'll do. Keep in mind, it has to be small. If someone says car dealership, it isn't going to fit. But yeah, something small. I was thinking maybe a bookstore. I did a little bit of work with bookcases. Now, it is a low ceiling, too, being that I kind of had to cram it down into this basement area. I've got about 5 and a little bit more to work with in height of bricks, so it's definitely got to be small. So think of something cool and small I can put down here. Maybe a hair salon, maybe an antique store, something like that. So whatever you guys have, put it in the comments, and we'll see what you come up with. The main floor is definitely going to be the coffee shop, and then the upstairs, I'm thinking instead of a studio apartment, having the stairs more exposed from the main floor to the upstairs, and then just having seating for the coffee shop. Maybe I could work some bookshelves in up here, some small tables and chairs, maybe a couple couches. Who knows? So let me know in the comments what you think. Should I do a studio apartment and a coffee shop and something else in the basement, or coffee shop and another small business? Also want to talk with you about color choice real quick. Dark green was my initial color of choice. As I put more and more dark green on there, I realized it was kind of overpowering. So I lightened it up by changing the upstairs and having a lot of white in here. So it's just hints of dark green. I think it looks pretty good. But this over here, this tan looks nice in the alleyway, makes it a little bit lighter. Then I have dark tan in the front and around this side. Mixing the colors really helps. I also have all tan in the back here, just to brighten up the interior a bit. You know, if you use a lot of dark colors inside, it's going to look quite dark. The floor is all white right now, but that is going to change when I put flooring in. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the medium nougat on the floor or if it's going to clash. I think it'll look good, but we'll see how that goes. I do like doing this herringbone pattern, so I'm probably going to do that in there to make it look kind of like an older building with an older parquet style floor. So I'm going to get to work on getting this stuff in the main floor. I am going to change quite a bit of this. This is a build I did a while ago, although I like most of it. I'm definitely going to change some things, but we'll get that in the main floor here and then show you what that looks like. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with it. I had to leave quite a bit of stuff out. All of the food would not fit. I'm working with a pretty tight space here, so it's just drinks at this point. But it looks pretty good. I like that back wall a lot. I like the signage is nicely spaced out. The two coffee makers look good. The sink is okay. I might do a little work with the detail around that. Cabinets look pretty good. Over on this side, we've got some drinks there. Got a customer. I might make that counter where they ring up just one plate higher. It feels a little bit low. Not terrible, though. Maybe one plate higher would do it. So I think I'm going to do that. I put this menu in the window here. I put a snot piece on the back of the counter. I really like how that looks. Also, through the window here looks really nice. I may try to display some food items in here somehow and put another counter in here. Not totally sure. Still a work in progress. As for this entry area, there's not a ton of space. I thought maybe a small table, but I don't think it's going to work. I did leave that jumper right there. I'm probably just going to put a large plant on that. Kind of like a floor standing plant, or maybe a table of some kind with some stuff on it. That could be cool, like creamer and sugar and stirs and stuff like that. So that might work there. I still need to figure out what to do with this. I got to build stairs, and I got to figure out what to do with the upstairs, but that is going to be left up to you guys. What do I do in the upstairs? Do I make it an apartment, in which case that would be more of a solid door, or do I make it part of the coffee shop, in which case that would be probably no door, just open? And then also, of course, what are we going to do with this little basement? So let me know below in the comments. I hope you guys like this video. I hope you like seeing the progress we make on stuff like this. If you have any questions, please leave them below. I'll do my best to answer them. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I'm going to do more just like this in the future. That's all I have for this time, and we will see you next time.